Welcome back, everybody, to the Chaotic podcast. I'm your host, Zinni, and got a few people with me today. If you notice some things, the new season, we got a new picture, but it's the same dumbasses running the same podcast. Except for, well, we got one new dumbass on with us today. How you doing, Davis?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Living the
I'm
dream.
doing all right. Living the dream.
Alrighty, so this is our first time back in over a month. I think the last video went up sometime in September, but like beginning of September, late whatever the fuck month was before that, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like the end of August, early September.
Is it and for anyone else? Is this year just kind of flying by? Like I feel like this has been the fastest year in a long time.
I
Like
feel
I'm
like
gonna be 25 in a month.
Like 2020 was slow as shit because of like COVID starting and stuff, but like 2021 is just going.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been up to in the last month since we've been off? What have you been doing?
I just started replaying some. I just restarted playing The Last of Us. I finished the first part, and now I'm starting the second part. And it's
Now,
already pissing me off.
Have you ever played the second one before, or is this your first time playing through
This
it?
is my first playthrough, but I've seen gameplay of it, so I
Gotcha.
kind of know what to expect.
Yeah. Don't worry, we got some The Last of Us chatter later on in the video. Don't worry. You know me, your boy. Last of Us.
And there's
hype
an
man.
update. And there's an update for Days Gone.
Really?
Figures.
Yep. So basically, what has been going on in September is what we're going to talk about today. The episode is called Monthly Miss. So we're just going to go over some things that we thought were funny or stupid, and we started a new thing where we're going to talk about one controversial topic per video that will probably get us canceled. But I wanted to start off with, I went on vacation for like a good week. That shit was nice. Went to Jersey for the car show down there. A lot of old muscle cars and had a good time. How's Florida, Davis?
hot.
Hot?
Extremely. Hasn't cooled off a bit.
No. AJ, what have you been doing since we last hit record?
Me, I've just been trying to get stuff together for when I move to John. It's like closing in on 6 days now. He's supposed to be coming and grabbing me so we can make our way back to South Dakota.
That's right. You're moving in with John in South Dakota.
Yepers. And then Chris is probably going to be
Eventually.
following roughly like January-ish.
Oh shit, you'll have the second Chaos House then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
I have 4 members in my household already that live here, so.
Yeah, but they'll be
Jeez.
having
I mean,
the,
technically, wouldn't it be the Plague Boy's house?
Yeah, that's true.
Chaos House?
well, I mean, I'll be probably hopping in there maybe after that.
Well,
On the old bunny trail.
the thing is, we haven't really let it out too much, but this season we are only going to have, I think, 8 regular episodes, and then we're going to have 1 bonus episode that's going to be 2 hours long, 1 hour featuring the Plague Boys, and then 1 hour featuring us. So we're all going to sit down and talk, and, we're going to hash some shit out.
Yepers.
Alrighty.
It's going to be fun.
So, I got the first topic, actually, is about The Last of Us HBO. So,
Why did I know it was going to be about that?
well, it recently came out that Neil Druckmann is going to be like the episode's director. So the same guy that actually made The Last of Us is actually going to help direct the episodes and stuff. There was they leaked like a photo or two. Looks fucking awesome. At least I say so. Looks pretty great. Have you guys heard anything else about it?
Not
Other
really.
than what you've talked about or posted on Facebook, I haven't really seen anything else about it.
I know. I really be posting that shit all the time.
I mean, you bring up The Last of Us in like every podcast, so
I've been. There's a few times where I only bring it up like once. And then there's other times where it's basically the whole point of conversation.
especially with the game tournaments.
Yeah.
Will say I can sadly say I haven't watched The Last of Us at all yet.
Apparently there is a shit. What was I gonna say about it? Oh, The Last of Us, the part 2 apparently online is coming soon.
Ooh. I used to fuck shit up on the first part for multiplayer.
I never understood why people actually liked multiplayer, considering it like has nothing to do with zombies at all.
Oh no, I was doing the part earlier where you're playing as Abby when you run into Joel and Tommy and you're getting chased by the horde. The fucking clickers, man.
Is that what was pissing you off?
That part was pissing me off, and then when they killed off Joel, that's just
I was like, so the clickers were pissing you off, but not Joel's brain hanging out like he's Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Don't bring that up.
Like he was Glenn and Abraham from the
Speaking of The Walking Dead, they're on their last season. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. I know a lot of people think it's a dead show, which I mean I can see that considering there's like no main characters left except for Daryl and Carol. But
Daryl, Carol, and Maggie are like the only 3 left.
Maggie's from season 2. She's not even the original.
Oh yeah, that's right. She is season 2.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. It seems like this season they're just trying to kill off as many people as possible. So when the show ends, you're not left wondering what if.
Yeah,
isn't that kind of what they're doing with anybody that was connected with Clinton too?
On what?
Nothing.
Did I miss a joke? I missed
I'm
a
so
fucking joke.
confused.
I was doing a little bit of research and found out that like 56 people tied to former president have been killed off in the past like 10 years.
coincidence? I think not. Illuminati confirmed.
So I gotta ask, how many of y'all have played Ghost of Tsushima?
I just
have
started
not.
and I love it.
See, all right. So here's
Is
the
that a
thing.
PlayStation exclusive or?
Yeah.
I have not. That is
Yes,
sad.
yes, it is. Oh, it's definitely worth it, but it's also not worth it. I have like a few problems with the game. I recently like played it, and I don't think I'm gonna finish it because it's a super long game, and I feel like it's super repetitive.
Is it
But,
longer than like Skyrim or?
Oh, I think so. I'm like 20 hours into the game, and I think I finally faced the first boss.
Jeez, yeah,
Like,
that's
it's a long game, and you're like trying to figure out all your stances and this and that. It is a fun game. The swordplay is the best swordplay game I've ever played. I'll give it that. Like, it comes off really smooth and everything. And graphics, A1. The best. They're amazing graphics. It's cool how they do the whole like Davis is playing it right now. It's cool how they do the like navigation system instead of having like a mini map. If you scroll up on your PlayStation thing, it actually like the wind shows you where to go. Like it's just this gust of wind that tells you where to go.
that sounds really interesting, actually.
It's
Yeah, no.
honestly one of the coolest like game mechanics I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think that if you can get your hands on a PlayStation, you should definitely play it, even if you just borrow the PlayStation, or at least watch gameplay on it. I'm not saying you should watch the whole thing, because like I said, it is long, and I feel like it'll take away from the experience, but for me, I don't feel like I'm ever going to finish it, just because, like I said, I can't get super invested in games. Like, my natural cutoff time for I feel like a story game is like 16 to 20 hours, which is kind of funny because I'm currently playing Days Gone, which is like a 80-hour game.
Yeah.
Shit. With that being said, though, I don't necessarily know how many people here. I think it's like the majority of everybody, right here at least. They play PlayStation, correct?
Yeah.
Everybody but you.
Everybody but me.
Well, I have everything, but
Yeah, I do too.
Shin Megami Tensei, SMT, I guess. Apparently, this game, because my friend was playing on like the DS and whatnot, and apparently there's the game is actually on like PC and PlayStation and all that too. Well, apparently the fucking story is like 60 plus hours.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get
So,
that.
Days Gone, just to get through, like, it's a hard game to like. Like, it's an amazing game. The graphics are amazing, and like the story is there, you know. But it takes like 10 to 20 hours to get through the basic tutorial part of the game.
Jesus, I'd lose my mind.
Like,
Oh, shit, make
it doesn't seem like you're still doing a tutorial because you're actually doing missions and stuff, but like you're still learning things as you go. You know, like
Oh, so it's kind of like Borderlands a little bit. Because that's how
Yeah.
I was with the first
it's
Borderlands.
not like a basic tutorial screen like you can't skip this mission kind of thing. It's like a bunch of missions, but each mission is teaching you how
A
to
different
deal with
aspect
certain
of the
things.
game.
Yeah, like one mission might show you how to deal with the horde aspect. One might be showing you how to stealth. Like, the best way I can explain it is like, you know how you have that simulation part at the beginning of Cyberpunk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that, but for like 20 hours.
Oh, hell no.
Hey Jay, Shin
That would
Megami
drive me
Tensei.
nuts. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. I think the full name of it
Only on-
is...
It's only on Nintendo.
No, that's not true. The DS series, yes, but Shin Megami... I think the full one that is on PlayStation is Shin Megami Tensei 3 HD...
Well,
or
there's.
Nocturne HD 3, or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
I guess they do, but I was like looking through, the most recent two have only been on the 3DS and the Switch.
Yes, they're all Nintendo-based products.
But I guess they did make Shin Megami 2 and Shin Megami 3 for
Shin
PlayStation
Megami
2
3,
and
not
PS4.
HD remaster or some shit like that. I don't know. I remember my friend was telling me about it, and I was watching him play, and I was interested by it, but I'm like, I'm the only fucking dude that, lost his shit, so I don't really play that type of shit.
Dude, speaking of remasters, I know we just did our gaming podcast / video thing like right before this, but we do have a bunch of remasters coming out.
Alan
Yo.
Wake for
We got
Diablo 2.
the Crisis
Diablo 2
series.
already
The entire Crisis series is coming out. Life is Strange is getting remastered. What else did I see that was coming? That was coming remastered. There was a bunch on there. I remember seeing it on IGN. But yeah, it's kind of a good, not year, but like it's a good section for gamers right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's been kind of slow this year, but like it's starting to pick up now.
I'm just waiting for Vanguard to drop because I want to play this campaign that everyone, or really Treyarch, Activision, Sledgehammer, and everybody that's been hyping it up.
You think it's gonna be too short? Like watching Cold War's campaign, like what do you think? Like it was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, that was kind of short in my opinion. I wanted to go back to. I'm pretty sure everyone here has played World at War and all that. Go back to World at War style stuff.
Well, I also see the big thing that I like about October is that's when you get all the scary games. So like Dark Picture Anthology. I don't know if you guys know what company that is. It's the they made Until Dawn and Man of Medan and
I was just about to say Man of Medan and Little Hope.
Recent one. What Little Hope? Yeah. So
Little
they're
Hope.
coming out with a new one in October, which I can't wait for. Like you guys said earlier on the video, Alan Wake remastered.
I forgot to mention earlier. Resident Evil 4 is coming to VR on the 21st, if I remember correctly.
Dude, I've done like VR like twice, and one time was Resident Evil 7, like just the trailer part of it, and it's scary as shit, dude. Like, oh, also something that I missed earlier to tell you guys. So, do you want to hear the most wholesome thing that I heard all of September?
I do, actually.
This also wraps around for, me being a huge The Last of Us fan. So, All right. An elderly couple puts out a Craigslist ad to have someone tutor them how to play The Last of Us 2 on PS4.
Oh my god.
They said that they wanted to experience the story because I guess they watched someone play The Last of Us 1, and they actually put out a Craigslist ad to hire someone to come and show them how to play. The ad said something about please have patience with us and can sit down for 2 to 3 hours a day. So like, yeah, it just shows that the world of The Last of Us is really interesting to more than just, myself.
More than us, yeah. The
Yeah.
younger generation.
Which I thought that was pretty cool. It was a good story to read.
Oh yeah. That's like actually kind of heartwarming to think about. Like, oh shit. Older people are getting into it too?
Yeah, it's definitely heartwarming. It was a fun read.
AJ, all of us are older people to you.
How old is AJ?
AJ
I'm
is
about to be 19.
What the fuck? Why did I think you were older than that?
with smoking habits with a 30-year-old.
I really thought he was fucking older than that. That's crazy.
I know.
Oh my god, dude. Alrighty. So, another game that I wanted to bring up that I played because I took some time off in September. I really got through a few games. What's that?
Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
That's all right.
I didn't even know you were gone, Nate.
Yeah, damn it, Nate. What happened? Alright, I got through Life is Strange True Colors.
Ooh, how'd you like it?
Alright, so I'm gonna go over a few hits and misses of it. I thought the story was incredible. It definitely twisty and turny,
Right.
Like, I didn't see a lot of shit coming. Like, the main bad guy, you never think is that person. They did amazing with the, fuck, I'm trying to talk, but I'm having a stroke over here. They did amazing with the graphics like usual. It wasn't too terrible on, like, my cons. There are some bad ones, though. So my game crashed a lot.
Oh god.
I bought it release day, so I think that might be some of the problems. I think if I played it now, I wouldn't do it. But I had constant parts where, like, you know how they skip between like two different scenes, like it goes black and then the next scene.
Yeah.
It would get stuck on the black part for like 10 minutes until I turned off my entire system and returned it on, and it did that like 6 times, I think.
Oh god.
Throughout, and the campaign's only like 8 hours, so
Drive me nuts.
that's like an hour and a half. Every hour and a half, it would crash on me. There was another big thing. Weirdly enough, the one kid, his name is Ethan, and you guys do a LARP for him, like a live action role play or whatever. And when he was inside, his face was completely normal, but for some reason, when you would go outside into the sun, he was like in complete blackface. like it just glitched his face completely dark, and the only thing you could see was like his eyes and stuff. So that was an interesting one, and that's a good that's a good chunk of the one chapter. So you're just seeing this kid in like blackface for like the entire hour episode. But overall, I feel like it was a really fun game. You guys should definitely check it out, especially if you're into that sort of games.
Might give it a look.
I know I played the first Life is Strange, and that was just, oh god.
Why is it every time you play a game like The Last of Us, they always say, "Oh, it's a little too quiet"? That's how you know shit's about to get real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So we only got a few topics left because this one's a little short, just due to we have a high demand of lists and stuff, and I'm trying to separate it all really nice so it goes nice and good. Nice good time. So that'll leave extra conversation time for if you guys want to talk about anything.
Right.
So, Rockstar, not favorite company right at the moment.
Oh, I agree with you there.
They dropped on September 9th, 2021. They dropped Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online PS5 trailer.
Ooh.
So the same rehashed bullshit that we've been getting since 2013. And, well, I think the community has spoken that we do not want this bullshit. Because at this moment, it is sitting here with 2,607,000 views. It only has 31,000 likes and 247,000 dislikes. So, yeah, they need to quit repasting the same shit. But the sad part is they'll keep doing it as long as people keep buying this game.
Yeah, they're just milking it for money. That's all they're doing.
That's true.
Yeah,
What about
it's just bullshit at this point. Like, it's too much. Like, it's saying it's going to be this brand new experience, and like the trailer, like some of these comments are hilarious because the trailer starts off with "Welcome back to Los Santos," like people fucking left in the first place.
Oh yeah, like we have another game to go to.
Yeah. Oh, it did get confirmed though. They are actually, like, I know we talked about it before, but they did confirm the fact that they're remaking San Andreas, Vice City, and GTA 3.
what's going on with Xbox or Microsoft buying them out? Because I heard rumors about that.
Yeah, I seen a rumor that they were talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 being an Xbox and PC exclusive.
See, you know what?
If they do that, they'll lose a lot of people.
Well, here's my take on the situation. They're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
If anything, they would sell to them and then they would release early on those systems. But Rockstar, just saying what we just said about them, they're too greedy to lose out on an entire gaming, platform. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they made a dumbed down version for the Switch.
Wow.
They're too money hungry to just, like, not, to let that go. But
That's true.
speaking of that, though, about Xbox exclusives, I heard that they did get Bethesda,
Yup.
and now all the Fallout games will be on Xbox, which kind of sucks, but after their last one, I'm not too hopeful for another one.
Starts crying.
Fallout 76 is still a complete bug show anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's also,
Why
you
would
have
you
to pay to play it now.
Yup.
Really?
Yeah, you, like, after you buy the game, you have to spend, like, so much a month or so much a year to actually play online for it.
That's shitty.
What do you guys think about microtransactions?
I think
It
it's
ruins the game.
bullshit. You should reward the players for playing the game rather than anything else. But
Yeah, I know, and some games really seem like, especially Grand Theft Auto 5, seems like a pay to win now.
have you ever played any of the 2K series or Madden?
See, I don't play them games online. If I play them, it's with my friends and stuff like that. But one of the best examples is Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yup.
Shit was a fucking disaster, bro. Like, you had to buy packs all the time just to win.
Put 2,000 hours to get Darth Vader or something. No, it was like 3,000 hours if I remember correctly. Or play him now for $19.99. Like, what?
Yeah, it's funny how they do those sort of things, isn't it?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm not gonna lie. I spent the $20.
Of course you did, Davis. Of course you did.
Alrighty.
If only he could choke me.
Are you guys ready for the conversation? The conversation that's about to get us canceled?
Oh, God, what?
Is it the time
Alright.
for the topic that the South is willing to weigh into?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's Oh man, I gotta find. I forget her name, but So last month I was reading a thing about a transgender MMA fighter, a man to a woman, and she gets another win. So, what do you guys think about sports like boxing and MMA and stuff like that? Do you think being a transgender fighter should be allowed?
So, a lot of people don't really like my opinion on this, but I believe that if you're adding testosterone to your body or have had an excess amount of testosterone in your body, you should be weighed in as a male.
Yeah.
So if you're a male going to female, you're still fighting as a man. If you're a female going to a man, you're fighting as a man. If you're a woman,
So you see, like, either way, if you have testosterone, you should be fighting as a man, kind of thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't. It's just my personal opinion. Is nothing against like my regular views of the world and shit like that. But like, I don't think it should be allowed. I think strictly like combat on combat, like athleticism and stuff like that. It's proven that men are like, I don't want to say we're not more like, I don't want to say we're like stronger or this or that or more skilled, but in general, like, we're more the athletic, I guess, is the way I'm trying to put it.
We're more used to fighting than women are. Is probably the more appropriate way to put it. I don't mean to cut you off at all, but I think this is actually kind of a good segue into my point.
Okay.
I'm with both of you guys. Like, I don't necessarily think it should be allowed because of the fact of not only the point that Davis made about, okay, well, if you're going from male to female, you're still going to have that testosterone inside of, your DNA and your body and whatnot, whether or not you had a gender switch and you're a girl now. It doesn't matter. You still have that same amount of testosterone running through your body. And with us being males, or with, like, for example, this whole MMA fighter and whatnot, with them being a male to start off with, and then transferring over, it does nothing. You're not really doing anything. You're just a dude beating the hell out of chicks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's wrong.
famous and be Chris Brown.
Well, here's
I mean,
I'm not saying that about every sport either. I'm specifically saying like one-on-one competition. I don't think it should be allowed. Like football, who gives a fuck? Wrestling, it's fake. Don't care. Like,
Exactly.
but like
Honestly-
one-on-one anything, I feel like it should be based on your sex given at birth.
Yes.
Basketball, if you want to be underpaid, go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Like, there should be girls in the league. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
the women NBA or whatever the fuck it's called, it's shitty. So like, they should definitely be switching that stuff up more.
I
But
mean, we had like females in the NBA back in like the 60s to the 80s, I believe.
yeah, but this, and I'm not even like, this female that's fighting for the MMA, fucking built like a brick shit house too.
Are you talking about Elena McLaughlin or Fallon Fox?
I think Elena. I think she's the one that just fought.
Elena just made her debut.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about, Elena. Yeah.
Yeah, Elena's built like a brick shit house.
Which, all fairness, she almost lost the fight, so like, we probably shouldn't be complaining too much. But still, I think I don't know. It's just not right. It doesn't sit right with me.
I'm right there with you.
Elena's got bigger muscles than I do.
And if they really want it to be a thing, then like, just make it like the whole bathroom situation. Make them have their own league.
Oh, that makes sense. Former U.S. Special Forces member.
Yeah. Like, just make them have their own like weight class and league. Like, at that point, then you're not targeting anything, and Either way, if you want to get beat the fuck up, then it feels more fair.
I mean, they have their own bathrooms, they have their own schools, they have their own everything because, we as a society have to adapt and overcome certain social issues, so we basically give them what they want. That's kind of like a political thing, anyways. If that's the case, why don't we just make their own league? Why don't they make their own league for themselves? It solves a lot of issues.
Yeah,
If
I
you
know, like
kind of follow
bigger,
what I'm saying.
like, and especially these bigger, like, promotions, they're never gonna sign up, her. Like they're never gonna sign her because they feel like it's wrong. Like I'm pretty sure Dana White's commented on it before, like a while ago. But like, they're never gonna sign her due to the fact that it seems unfair, and I think it is unfair.
Yeah, I think it is too.
So what are you gonna do? Just fight in these small promotions, getting paid $100 to win for the rest of your life?
Right.
No, just fucking fight the guys or something. I don't know.
Okay,
But,
good enough to fight the guys.
but fuck it. All right, we're off the topic. Let us know what you guys think about that down below. I think that's a good thing to talk about. All right, my last thing that I have personally is how many of you guys play the COD Vanguard beta?
I
I
actually
like it. I didn't
All
think
right.
I was gonna like it, but it was definitely a little bit different. But I still think I'm gonna focus on Battlefield, honestly.
Yeah, tell me what you guys think about the beta. Like, how did it play? How was the shooting? Realism? Like, I didn't play it, so you guys are gonna have to tell me about it because I downloaded it and then I never even played it.
I didn't
I
even
mean,
down-
I only played like 2 matches of it, but I like the gameplay. The shooting seems like it's the same, honestly.
From what I heard, it was like very similar to Cold War and everything, just maybe like a tiny bit more realistic with times of like feeling, but at the same time, like I know that they were cheaters almost immediately in there.
That's every Call of Duty because they don't have the best servers. Speaking of, did you guys hear how Call of Duty got butthurt about a fan calling them out on their realism, and they fucking perma banned his account?
Wait, what?
So this kid called out like Activision and shit like that for them not being realistic by having a red dot scope on the rifles and shit. And COD's like, well, as we're trying to preach historic accuracy, not every single thing has to be historically accurate. And then they permaban the kid's account.
Jesus. That's not even.
Like, fuck
That's
you
not
too,
even
that I won't buy your game, you dumb bitch.
right. Like,
Sorry,
what the
I called you
fuck?
out because you guys were saying you were going to be historically accurate.
Yeah, because putting a red dot sight on a fucking M1A1 Thompson or M1A2 Thompson back in 1942 and 43 was totally fucking allowed, and they totally had that shit back then. The fuck out of my face.
I mean, I want to go on historical accuracy on the PCB.
You're going a little robotic-y, my friend.
I was
Me?
about to say,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh shit. Well, this better?
Yep.
I mean, if we want to talk about historical accuracy, they want major political correct bullshit just to really like kind of fuck that whole thing up.
I mean, this is also the same company that avoided putting swastikas in the last World War game because they were afraid of getting backlash.
I
Yeah,
mean, if
that's
people
true.
are like that much of a pussy to where you can't even handle history, like just don't
Make a game about it.
like if you suppress your mentality about it, you're gonna never realize how bad of a situation it truly was.
See, the problem with burying history is that's what makes it repeat itself.
Yeah.
So,
Those
like,
who
all these people that want, like, statues and shit torn down and stuff like that, it's stupid because you guys are destined to repeat the same dumbass patterns.
those who don't know history are damned to repeat it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem with, like, the younger generation. Like, it's to the point where the younger generation, I don't even claim, like, people that are younger than me, they're just different wavelength. You can tell it by just talking to them.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking teenager in this call.
Hey,
You guys got anything to talk about? You wanted to bring up?
Made it this far in the podcast. Spam Diet Coke in the chat.
Spam Diet Coke in the chat.
Jesus Christ.
We'll get a shirt with Davis's face and a Diet Coke.
And I already have my
Fucking
face in
diabetic.
the firecracker that blew up in it.
All right, let's go over some things that are gonna happen this month. We got a bunch of game nights coming you guys' way. I think in total, there's probably a good 12 to 16 game nights. Every week, we're trying to have weekly shows of we got a sports Sunday, we got Monday game news for gaming, which we just did. That's actually up on our channel, so go check that up as well. On Wednesdays, I forget what we're all doing on Wednesdays. I know one of them was possibly doing Wreckfest Wednesdays with the crew because I think that's a fucking hilarious game to play with each other.
Oh yeah, I agree with that one.
And Tuesdays and Thursdays we got the podcast. Friday, Rob's gonna do a game, Raging Rob. And then Saturdays and Sundays I think are open. I think we can talk about doing some stuff then. Like I said, we got that Plague Boys collab coming up, probably at the end of the month. We got some Jeopardies. There's already one Jeopardy up on our channel. That was really fun to do with the guys and girl at
You gotta
Caleb.
Even though my partner muted himself and didn't say shit to anybody.
At Gensai.
My partner and I whooped y'all's asses.
Yeah, they really did. But that's all I have for the night. Do you guys have anything to add on?
I don't have anything.
Other than having a great spooky month, I can't really think of anything.
So, male nipples, should we cut them off or leave them?
What are they used for?
Decoration.
Alrighty, boys. Well, it was good talking to all of you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like, subscribe. If any of these guys send me their Twitches and shit like that, I'll probably link it in the description.
Oh, I'd be canceled from Twitch immediately.
I think I gave you mine earlier, a while ago. Something like
I
that.
probably lost it. But alrighty. It's time to peace the fuck out.
Deuces, my homeboys. We see you next podcast, which will luckily
top
be
of the
in 2
morning.
days.
Which I think I reacted to the post, but I'm not gonna be able to be in that one because I'll be at work.
Alright, up next, we do have Xbox versus PlayStation, so make sure you guys tune in on that on Thursday. But have a good night, everybody. Sign
See ya.
off.